Alright guys, we are headed to Nebraska. Been waiting all summer for this trip. Headed down to chase some big whitetails. Get the truck loaded down and we're gonna go see some wildlife. There's a bunch of turkey down where we're going and hopefully some big deer. Let's get into it. It has been quite the trip so far, so we're gonna get some sleep and we'll catch you guys in the morning when we'll be almost there, I guess. Alright guys, this morning we're headed to Nebraska. Alright guys, we just finished picking up our tags. It was a lot easier than getting tags in Ohio, I will say that. We do have the camper all set up at our campground. It is on a little piece, well, it's on about 600 acres. Most of it is a pond. Some of it you can actually hunt. So tonight, we're gonna grab the spotting scope, our binoculars, and go see what we can find over there. There's a couple draws that we're gonna sit on top of the peaks and look down in there, see what's going on. Maybe we'll even get a deer tonight, I don't know. We're just sort of out here for the adventure, so picking up a couple things, give you a tour around camp, see what's going on. Alright guys, we're back at camp, getting ready to go out. Got everything all set up, truck camper, Tony doing his thing, and we're on this high ridge with overlooking this really cool lake. We're gonna go sit right over there. And this has a good amount of public here, but I don't know, 10 minutes down the road there's another 300 acres public. So if we can't get it done here, hopefully we can get it done over there. So I'm gonna shoot my bow a couple times, sorry for the wind, and then we're gonna go do some spotting. What were those, chuckers?
No,
male or female?
huh?
Male or female?
Female. Males got a really long tail.
Man, them things are loud. So this spot here, we literally just picked off a map and it's turning out pretty good. 6 deer tonight, all does and a couple fawns. We're gonna go back there in the morning and see if we can get on a buck. Mosquitoes are insane, but look what we got back to when we came home. You guys can't see it real well, but there's the eclipse, so it's pretty cool. Got our camp all nice and set up, so catch you guys in the morning. Alright guys, we're in the tree stand right now. It took way longer. It is pretty much shooting like right now. But yeah, I'm not in a great setup, I don't think. Just from where we saw the deer last night, they were over my shoulder here, and then down So I just hopped down. It's 9:30. I ended up seeing a couple does and a fawn. I lived up in this super sketchy tree here, but I'm over meet up with Tony. There's a spot we want to check out a little bit farther down here. So, yeah, I'll meet him down there and make a game plan. Yeah.
She was up over there where
Just right where they were last night.
Huh.
Nothing over here?
I didn't see anything, but man, somebody sat in that tree before.
How's that?
Look, chopped the branch off. But man, you get right up in that crotch and you're like, I got stick and crap everywhere around you.
Yeah.
It's not hot.
Man, the tree I was in, the biggest limb was 3 inches. They were tiny. I was blowing.
This is really shallow too. We could cross right there to get that, right? You seen them deer way up there, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think down over here, there's like a bigger chunk of woods than down there.
Down here?
Yeah, like 150 yards of woods.
This way?
Yeah. It's like 600-700 yards now.
So I was like, let's go look up here a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. Alright guys, well the morning hunt was a pretty good success. Saw a couple does, but it is so windy. So we're gonna grab some lunch, and then we found a super cool spot when we're out scouting right after I talked to you guys last that we're gonna go check out tonight, so we'll get you guys there. It ended up being so windy, in fact, that we couldn't even cook outside. We had to cook in the camper, so a bust with the evening hunt. Alright guys, we just got in here. I'm talking quiet because this is a really, really good spot. It's sort of windy, sort of overcast. I have the creek behind me, and this spot sets up really good. There's a bigger timber spot just down the way here. Down this way, it pinches off, and there's a cornfield directly, a huge cornfield, like 1,000-acre cornfield. So they'll be coming out of that corn, feeding it all this grass, and then coming, maybe getting a drink. Or at least that's the hope. So let me show you what I'm looking at. That's the trail I walked in on right there. That's the creek. That's that big cornfield that goes way over there. Down over here's that bigger timber spot. Yesterday I was about 300 yards down the way. Tony was about 150. So today I moved up about 200 yards from the big timber spot, hoping that stuff will be coming down out of it. Tomorrow we might push up there further, but I got a good wind coming straight down this gully here. So hopefully we can make something happen. It's kind of overcast, muggy. So stuff, it looks like it could be really, really good. Is it? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. morning was pretty uneventful. Saw a doe with a really long tail and a fawn this morning, and I don't know, we found we're gonna push up this road, draw farther when we come back this evening. The snake. We'll push up that draw farther. Like I said, this creek is right here. It's just looking super juicy down in here, so we're gonna come back in. But it was pretty uneventful. Besides Tony almost getting sprayed by a skunk this morning. I guess that was it. It was pretty sketchy. I didn't get it on film, but walking in the dark, no flashlight, and all of a sudden here, rustle. I look over, and it's ready to spray 3 feet from us. So we're pulling out here, gonna grab some lunch, and get back in here this evening. Alright guys, we made it in. I'm not super confident in this spot. This looked like it was gonna be better. Not really sure if it is or not. The mosquitoes are ferocious. So, backing up to this creek again. And then that field is right over there. Corn. I don't know. We'll see what we can make happen. Alright guys, morning at day 3. We're out here. We're out in here about 30 minutes before any daylight. So the woods is coming alive. A squirrel just fell out of a tree, literally. Look at this crap, guys. Here's another squirrel in his mouth. The other one died. The other one died. I ain't making this up at all. It's in his mouth. What just happened? Ripped a squirrel. So I'm sitting here, and I turn this camera on to get the intro, or whatever you call that. I sit here, I click the button, and look over. A squirrel comes. I don't know, it's as tall as I am, and I'm at least 20 feet. Flying, wham wham. A tree branch this big cracks off. And it hits the ground. And then I see another one climbing down the tree. I thought it was the one that hit the ground, but it wasn't. He goes down there, he picks it up in his mouth, brings it up the tree into his nest. I've never seen anything last night it was a 1%. This morning it's at 50%. It's foggy out. There's birds bombing everywhere. It's a wild morning, guys, so we're gonna sit up in this here tree and see what happens. Well, guys, we are not having very much luck here in this particular county. We've been doing a lot of saddle hunting. We've seen like 5 deer. So we're moving either tonight or tomorrow. We're cooking some dinner. We're gonna move counties in about 5 hours. So there, it's gonna be more spawn stock, hopefully a little bit better. That's what everybody's saying. So we'll catch you guys on the move. After traveling until midnight, we finally make it to our camp. Then we start driving around scouting different areas. Our first place on the map was the Sand Hills, which is a big 78,000 acre reserve. So we went over there and we didn't see a single deer. So we decided to come back to camp, regroup, grab some dinner, and head out for the evening scout.
Man, we could bring the canoe and hunt this river right here, right in the middle of the sand. Man, this has got to be deer down through here somewhere.
There's a really big state forest that we're going over to check out. And then we found a scenic view. That's pretty cool. River right down here, super clear. You can see right to the bottom. It's 6-7 foot deep. So we're gonna go check out this river, and then we might end up moving. This is an hour away from where we have our camper, so we dumped our camper once we got to a new spot. We wanted to go check this out, see what it was like. This is awesome, guys. It's insane. It's just something else. audio went out in this recording, but what he is trying to say is we just got done scouting that piece for the evening, ended up seeing around 30 deer, 1 buck, I'll pop him in now, not very big, but we're going to be back in that piece in the morning to hunt it, so there we go. We ended up seeing this buck and this doe the next morning, but other than that, that was it for the trip. So we ended up not getting a buck, so thanks guys for watching. Sorry for the abrupt ending. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.